Come on, let's go.
Hurry up.
I was grabbing a beer.
Welcome to PorchTlk, the podcast where three 20-somethings, a familiar face is back, talk about their lives, talk about other things, help you figure out your life along the way. I'm Eric.
Ezra, Brockwood Elementary, class of '06, valedictorian.
And I'm Morgan. I'm not a regular mom. I'm a cat mom.
Morgan is back. Commissioner Lawrence lifted her suspension after these weeks upon weeks. It was a tough decision. We didn't want to have to make it. Morgan did the community service. She made those apologies. Everything is good in the world, and she is back on the podcast.
I never apologized, and I'm still not apologetic. But
All that is
my summer was good. It was busy. The kids every day, wedding, trips, moving. So it was pretty hectic, but next summer will be great because this summer, since I'm on a teacher schedule, it was my first year. I wasn't salary. I didn't get paid in August because I wasn't working. But next year I have the 12-month contract. So even throughout that, I'll be getting paid and I'll be off living life.
It's crazy. I know we need to pay teachers more, but it's also crazy how they just get summers off. They don't even work that hard, really.
cheat code. Once you look at how many days of the year teachers have off, everybody deserves a pay raise. I'm all for giving a teacher a pay raise. But once you see how many days of the year they have off, it's like, damn, I'm not mad. That's 12 weeks off. You know what I would do in 12 weeks? I'd be living my best life. I'd have a summer vacation.
Yeah, I'm excited. But I just have to get through 150 days.
Yeah, but you're about to hit a sweet spot now. Once you hit November, you got Thanksgiving, then Christmas, and then spring break, and then you're done for, dude. It's over.
I know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all my time. Winter break and spring break. I'm just gonna go to Miami party.
Do you guys feel like you guys capitalized on your time when people are always like, oh, appreciate your time being in school and stuff, not having to work? Do you feel like you capitalized on it when you were a kid, or do you regret not doing more with your life?
I think I definitely took advantage of it because most of my friends were out of college working by 22, 23. I didn't really start working until real work until 25 because I was just UPS bullshitting because I was still in college faking going to class and shit. So I think I really got a good seven years of college. So I took advantage of it.
I forgot about
that.
Yeah, I guess until I actually had a job where I had to work weekends and work during the summer, I never really grew up thinking, oh, when I have a job, I'm not gonna have summer break anymore. People are gonna be off and I'm gonna be headed to an office. Which didn't happen, but so I guess I'm good.
I feel like job wise, it don't really count as a job, not a job. I guess career wise, or moving into adult job careers, whatever you want to call it. If you can still call off and you don't care, then that's probably not your job. So that's when I started to think of the different. Because when I was at UPS or Amazon, I did not give a fuck about calling out. Nigga, you might see me, you might not. I think once you get an actual job, you really start to weigh those. Most of us probably are not calling out now, morning of.
No, not unless I'm actually sick and I'm like, all right, I just actually can't do this today.
I don't even know if I could, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I might still call out. But I'm
Ezra's
sick.
He's broken. You can, if you're watching on either Spotify or YouTube, he's just lying on the couch. He's a broken man right now.
Oh yeah, the new job is coming. Don't worry, it's in the works. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
I feel like it wouldn't be a PorchTlk podcast if you were like, yeah, looking for a new job.
Yeah.
New one's in the works, coming soon.
My old boss quick tangent. Like, not the boss, the old owner hit me because I've been running into mad niggas who know him. So we was chopping it up on LinkedIn, and then he called me, and we was just having a little quick chat. And he was like, "Yeah, when I sell this one, I'm gonna need a director." And I was like, "When you plan on selling it?" He said, "When somebody buys it." I said, I told Ray I need to make 130 by 30. November's coming up. He said, 130 might be less than what we pay the directors right now. I said, "Say no more, man."
Wow.
You
So hopefully
cannot
they
go
sell that
back.
shit and I can go back because I would go back to be like hands off. And I learned the grass not greener. I learned the hard way.
Yeah, but you also you were working stupid hours and you were
So
taking calls 24/7.
I'm not gonna lie. Before we get to the confessions, I learned this. I was talking to Ethan about this. I think that's just the price to pay with logistics. I think this career that I happen to chose, this field, it's gonna shit on me whichever way it does. At least in the last one, I had a company card. I was making more money. I traveled all the time. Even though I don't really like to travel, but like it had more perks than this shit. And realistically, I only want to do this shit for like another 3, 5 years and then open my own business. So I need to I need to steal as much money as I can right now, so I can
Mm,
open my own shit in 3, 5 years.
gotcha.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's you just fuck yourself now to set yourself up for better and later in the long haul.
Yeah, if I don't have a heart attack first,
Jeez.
these energy drinks are getting to me.
As Ezra mentioned, I guess I forgot to mention we are doing confession cast, just a little light episode. I don't think it'll be too heavy. We got stuff to do. We'll announce some changes to the podcast schedule in the future weeks. Hiatus coming soon, stuff like that. But we're gonna get to confessions. I'm gonna start off. I have two right here, and then we'll go from there. So the first one is: am I the asshole for assuming my daughter could have a third plate? Um, Yesterday, my sister hosted a family dinner at her house. It was one of those just because dinners, like it wasn't a special occasion. My sister is a great cook and she made tons of food for that one night. My daughter was on her second plate by the end of the night. Once she finished, she asked if she could get another one. I said yes, but my sister, her aunt, looked at her with a shocked expression and said, "Another plate?" My daughter turned around and gave a somewhat uncomfortable look. My daughter is 16 and has two part-time jobs to pay for college for some of her tuition, so she usually doesn't eat until 7 or 8 p.m. So I didn't even blink when she got up to get a third plate. I turned to my sister and said, "She's been working all day without anything to eat. You made tons of food. It won't hurt for her to get another plate." My sister started yelling, saying something about how it wasn't my place to say if my daughter could get more of her food that she made. Now, I do somewhat agree with that and might be the a hole because of that. Looking back, I think maybe I should have asked. Let's see. What was it? Where am I? Oh, man. My daughter ended up getting another plate, and the vibe was awkward. So now we decided to go. Before we left out the door, my sister stopped me and told me I should have taught my daughter manners and how it isn't right to get more than one plate at someone else's house. I told my sister she was being ridiculous, and somehow our voices got loud enough where my mom started to hear us in the small corner. She came over and started telling me she agreed with my sister. It was rude for my daughter to eat that many plates. I started to get fed up, and when they began telling me I wasn't teaching her proper manners, so I left. Then, of course, they began texting my phone saying how it was rude to leave in the middle of our conversation. I don't think I was the a hole at all for leaving because I wasn't going to stay in a place where I felt disrespected. I'm not sure about the plate thing. So, am I the asshole for assuming my daughter could get another plate?
There's a lot to unpack there. My first question: you said she was finished with her second, going for her third.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there is a lot to unpack there. I'm gonna start kind of chaotic with the manners aspect. Is it like proper manners? Maybe not. I don't know the manner code that is applied there.
Definitely
But what
should
I would
ask
say to
first.
that is, you said what?
You should definitely ask first if you're
You
going to
should
the third plate, at least.
you should probably ask. But what I was gonna say is like that's probably an environment where you really don't need your manners. Like you're with your family, you're at your aunt's house. You probably not tripping about asking for more food. Um, did her mom have the authority to like grant you more food at somebody else's house? No.
No.
But also, like, this is your sister that you've known your whole life and your daughter's aunt. So you're probably not super pressed. Everybody in the story is an asshole. The daughter for not having manners, I guess, because I guess that you probably should have asked the homeowner. The mom for saying yes, eat some more of the food because it's not your house. So I guess you're an asshole. And then the aunt's just overall an asshole for needing her sister and niece to ask for more food and making this big of a deal out of it.
No, I mean, I feel like if you're hosting dinner, you shouldn't one react that way, but you should have enough food to give someone 3 plates if they need 3 plates. And then also it is your family, so that alone is just fucked up. Um it's just probably polite to ask even if it is family, I guess. With some people, I don't know, but they said they had so much food, so
Yeah, they had tons of food for that one night.
Yeah, but imagine like you're hosting, and you're thinking like, damn, I got enough food to last me like the next 2 days. I gotta have food for work and dinner tomorrow. And you see a nigga just housing your shit.
well
You're
then
thinking,
put it
fuck, there goes
away.
leftovers. But
Put
you
it
could have put
Yeah.
it
away.
away.
Yeah.
Three
My
plates.
question: three's a lot, but let's say this. Let's say it's your niece. She just finished her second plate. She comes up to you and says, "Can I have a third plate?" You gonna tell her no?
I'm gonna definitely say yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna definitely say yes.
Yeah,
The
and then you
problem is, I
pack
don't
up
know
the
if I.
rest.
I
As soon
don't.
as she's done, she's like, "I'm packing this up. Don't tell anybody. Put it in the fridge."
I don't know if I would put someone in that situation. Like this food had to be fucking great. 3 plates.
She was a
Like this had to be
hungry
her favorite
girl.
meal.
She's working 2
Yeah,
jobs.
yeah. I'm leaning more toward the aunt, but yeah, everyone's an asshole here.
Yeah.
The niece is only an
The
asshole because
grandma's the biggest asshole.
Damn, she really blew the spot. She was like,
oh
"I'm
yeah,
gonna
no, I
come
don't
and
know what
yell
the
at you."
fuck grandma
Yeah.
even doing here. Old ass jit.
Yeah, like why are you breaking up your children's fights still? They have children of their own.
Yeah.
And like you
Like I
also
guess.
don't want your grandchild to have 3 plates if she's hungry. What grandma agrees with that?
Yeah, grandmas are like trying to force feed you food 24/7.
Yeah.
You
That was
know what?
strange.
We're missing something. I've asked for it every time.
You
This
need to
is
see
deeper than
photos.
food. This is deeper than leftovers. We need pictures. Reddit needs pictures. I'm 100% positive if we saw the pictures, we will understand why the aunt was being an asshole. My money is aunt is skinny, niece is not.
Yeah, that did cross my mind once or
Yep,
twice
that's
reading
that's
that.
what it is. I'm positive.
Yeah, I think end of the day, like it would have been probably just a common courtesy to like ask your aunt, but also like I guess you just ask her mom, and like you said, it's when it's a family thing. I don't really think you're thinking about that
Yeah.
unless it's like maybe if you had like a crazy setup, like you're doing like crab legs or like lobster roll, like I don't know, like something like that, where it's like let me just make sure like I'm not eating something super expensive than just like housing it, you know?
Yeah, like if I made steaks, like you can't have 3 plates of yeah, nah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're just doing like some fucking rice and beans, like grilled chicken, like that's all right. Chop it up to the game. All right. Um, this next one, when I read this one, I immediately was like, I need this for the confession cast. This one, wild to me. I'm not gonna read the title because I feel like it gives it away. So I'm just gonna say this. My best friend, so this is a guy, 22, female 22, is a girl who I'm insanely attracted to. She only sees me as a friend, though, since she's a lesbian and would never be in a relationship with a man. She confided in me that she started making sexual content online for extra money. It's not that big, but it's enough to pay her rent each month on top of her normal job. She has a full on secret Instagram, Twitter, and OnlyFans, etc. It came as a shock, and I asked her so many questions about it, and she briefly showed me her account while we were talking about it. She then dropped the bombshell on me that she wanted me to help her with a video someone paid for, Apparently, they were tired of the solo content she was doing. I won't get into specifics because I'm not sure of the rules here, but she wouldn't do a full on sex thing because she doesn't like guys. It was more of a fetish thing. She made it very clear she just needed a dick for the video, and she trusted me, but she was not doing it for the money. But she was doing it for the money, not because she liked me, and she'd give me some of the profit if I helped her. We did it, but I also memorized her username and waited a couple days and subscribed to her anonymously. Ever since then, I've been doing the same thing, paying her anonymously for videos that would include a guy, just so she keeps using me in real life. I feel bad deceiving her, especially since she's giving me back some of my own money, but I feel like this is the only way I'd have an opportunity. That was just a
This
confession. There's no am I the asshole to that.
this is like extortion. Like I actually like something about it feels illegal. It feels like manipulative. It definitely
It's
feels like
so bad.
extortion. Like, yeah, keep that to yourself. You can never tell anybody you know this story.
That's
Just
terrible.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, this guy is crazy.
He's a
So
thinker, though.
he's
I'm not gonna lie. He's a thinker. He
I wonder
definitely
he
how
gets
was.
much he's paying her though for her to be straight or have like straight
but he's getting
sex.
like half of it back. So
That's
it's
what I was
like
gonna
he's paying
say.
half the price.
I know, but like I wonder how much he has to be paying her in order for her to do that. If she doesn't like dick at all.
Probably a good amount. But I was also gonna say like something. I don't know. Unless he's paying her crazy, she might be buying that lesbian. Cause like, how often could you go back to the same fountain and keep like fucking guys for money?
No, she's
It'd have
not.
to
It's
be.
not full on sex though. She said it
Oh,
was, it said it was more of a fetish thing. I don't know what that means
the
necessarily,
fuck
but
is
like,
fetish?
I don't. It's definitely not sex. So she's a lesbian. So like, you could go maybe some hand stuff. I doubt there's oral. Like I don't know. Maybe some foot. It could be foot stuff. Fetish and foots. We know classic combo.
This is even worse, buddy. You're looking pathetic. You're you're deceiving, manipulating, and extorting a shorty for some what fetish play? I'm confused.
Yeah, I was like, that's just a devious like lick on so many levels.
Yeah, he's up for real.
Morgan, you got anything?
Very short. I just purposely ripped off my toenail. I ripped the nail off my smallest toe just to see if I could. I've been so angry with myself and felt like I deserve it. That's it. That's
That
the
was
confession.
your confession?
He
That's the
posted it
best
2
you could
hours
find.
ago. I just thought it was funny.
All
People are like, that
all
sounds
right.
fucking painful. Gets better soon, BB.
Ew.
What?
All right, I got
Yeah,
one.
I hope it's better than that.
that was a
It
good one.
it's short. It's not that short, but it's short. Would I be the asshole for not traveling across town to pick up a cooked dish?
Mm.
We had a baby last week, and the outpouring of support from friends and family has been nothing short of amazing. When it comes to people cooking us meals and bringing them over, we've been lucky and appreciative there too. Most people have sent gift cards since we live in NYC, and basically no one has a car to bring over meals. This brings me to why I'm here. My sister in law has been so very supportive and close. It turns out she cooked a meal for us yesterday, but she wanted us to pick it up from her despite us not having a car. She doesn't have one either.
Mm.
What makes it odder is that she's actually somewhat nearby today looking at a new apartment and bringing the dish with her for us to pick up. But it's a 30-minute walk each way from us, or a subway or Uber. We're both busy with work and taking care of the baby, and it's a lot to pick up this dish later. Would I be the asshole for saying thanks but we're unavailable to do so? My worry is that it could turn into a whole thing and wondering if she should just suck it up and head all the way over. The action I'm taking that's being judged is not picking up a cooked meal when someone was nice and cooked it for us. I could be the asshole, but for not seeming appreciative.
I mean, it's definitely gonna cause issues, but like with a baby, especially like a newborn or just babies in general, like that's a lot of work. So if you're trying to take an hour out of your day to go pick up a dish that might be okay at best, who knows how good it could be? I'm
Yeah.
not mad at it.
If you're gonna make someone a plate, you gotta get it to them.
I I was about to sneeze. I agree. I think the sister-in-law might be the asshole because like gifts can't come with a condition, and like your condition is you can have the gift if you pick it up. Like what the hell? You're supposed to be easing stress while I'm recovering from this baby. Now I'm stressed out about how I'm gonna get across the city to pick up this dish, transport it back. Nah, not worth it.
No. I think you chalk that up to the game. But like it's gonna cause so much family drama. You know as
Oh
soon
yeah,
as you say that, you're done for.
yeah, because like the narrative is gonna be not only did I cook this for her, but I went out of my way to bring it close to her, and she still couldn't come get it. Yeah, you're toast.
I mean, but also like, right, if you're in the area like he said, just go make a little trip of it, drop by, see the baby, like just and then you can dip out. Like, cool.
Do people be showing their babies that early?
I feel like
Sometimes.
well, if it's like a sister-in-law, I feel like for like close family, you could do that.
Maybe, maybe.
Okay.
I mean, I think it's just gonna be laying there, so I don't think there's much excitement involved. But
Yeah.
I found one.
I hope it's better than the
We
last
hope
one.
we found it.
Okay, it's called I Am a Female Stalker. I am a 24-year-old woman who has been stalking other women since early high school. I know it's wrong, but
What?
no one can figure out why I do it. If I don't know why, it is hard to find a therapeutical plan to stop. I am straight, but I have never stalked a man. I only stalk women, only attractive women. I'm also considered conventionally attractive. It is not out of jealousy. I have never had a true female friend, though. Also, I never stalk in person. That would ruin it. I stalk online. I have about 4 people I routinely check on their profiles
Hmm.
and their relatives' profiles to see if there are any new photos of them. I love to know their hobbies and what art they make. It's like collecting Neopets. I have no interest in ever meeting them. This sounds evil, and I know it is, but what I do is objectification in its purest form. I've always loved webkins and trading cards and Neopets. Collecting things, it's an obsession. When I try to stop checking profiles, the urge to do it again overwhelms me so bad I can feel it in my throat. Again, I have no attraction to these women. The reason they have to be attractive is the same as any other thing. If I to collect rocks, I'd want sparkly and rare ones, and to study them. Same thing with what I said before, blah blah blah. They are nothing to me. If I ever met them, it would ruin everything for me. They are not celebrities or influencers. They live nearby. I know them somehow, but I'm addicted to it. Uh, Basically, she just goes on and asks if she's a terrible person for that.
I thought it
Yes,
was gonna be like real life stalking, but like if she's just like basically Instagram stalking people, I feel like that's very like whatever. Like they don't even know you exist.
yeah, but it still
And
makes her a creep.
it's
I
so
mean, it's
creepy. The
weird.
fact you're going to their relatives' photos.
Yeah, she's definitely like a creep. Probably like
Eric, if you found out someone was doing that to you, even though it wasn't in person, but stalking you since high school and all your
No,
relatives,
I mean it's very
would
weird. But the when you first started, I thought she was literally stalking people, and so like once I heard she was just doing it online, I was like, oh, this doesn't sound nearly as crazy anymore.
yeah,
I
no.
mean, it's still crazy, but
Would you like you couldn't even file at there'd be
yeah, I was
nothing
gonna
you
say
could
I
do
don't
for
know like
someone for that.
just gotta go private, block them. Like,
True, I guess you could go private.
what happens when she gets like a man, girlfriend, whatever, and they like catch her routinely looking at this stranger 5, 6 times a week. Like this stranger that you don't know, you can't explain why you do it. Like it's gonna be weird.
It's like, damn, they posted a new pic today. Look at this. And it's like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, oh, Sally
How
just
the
had her
fuck?
second child. And then he's like, who's Sally? Oh, you know.
I feel like you just lie. Friend from high school. I've known her since high school. That's a good one. Known her since
Yeah.
high school.
How do you even like find out that you're like into that? I'd be so concerned about certain things. Like what? And how does he pick these 4 people?
She's found 4
This
pretty
is why you gotta
girls.
Honored
submit
if she
pictures.
picked you.
This is why you gotta submit pictures. I need to see what she look like.
Right, because she said she's conventionally attractive.
That means a lot.
Yeah.
Listen. No. Damn, but if you are one of the 4 selected, I feel like that's gotta be a pretty big honor. Like, you were worthy of being the 4 that she's been doing it for this many years.
Yeah, maybe
No,
all
that's
5 of them listen to this.
Damn, that'd be a crazy way to find out. How would you find again? How would you find out though? She like slips up and likes a pic or something.
she probably likes the pics anyway though, because she like
Yeah.
knows these people.
I guess if you're public, but I don't know. Do people like
I
really
feel like
check
there's
who's liking their
apps.
stuff?
There's like apps you can get that you can like pay and see who like viewed your profile.
Are people still doing that?
I don't know.
Probably.
I just remember that used to be a thing.
Hey, cut
That
that
was a
out.
thing.
I mean, it's been since high school, so it was a thing during that.
Don't have time for that. Can't be tracking that kind of stuff. All right, I got a classic. This was a video, so I had to write down some notes instead. Before we get into our next topic, we wanted to give a quick shout out to the sponsor of this week's episode, Zencastr. When we first started recording PorchTlk, we were using whatever rinky-dink setup we could, but we realized we needed to step our game up to a legit setup, and that's where Zencastr came in. It's now super easy to record a podcast with Zencastr. Log into your browser and start recording a high-quality podcast right away. Record studio-quality sound and up to 4K video with your guest. Feel a sense of zen knowing Zencastr's multi-layered backups ensure you always have your recordings in the highest quality, even if the connection is unstable. Trust me, I know. If you have thought about podcasting before and realized that you need a lot of different tools and services, those days are over. With Zencastr's all-in-one podcasting platform, you can create your podcast all in one place and distribute it to Spotify, Apple, and other major destinations. Go to zencastr.com/pricing and use our code PorchTlk and you'll get 30% off your first month of any Zencastr paid plan. We want you to have the same easy experience we do for all our podcasting and content needs. It's time to share your story. And honestly, they have a free plan too if you need it. It's just as good. Shout out to Zencastr, and let's get back to the episode. So this lady's working the night shift, basically like a nice 12-hour shift that she does. And she's always bringing in food, putting in the work fridge. But every time she does that, someone's either eating it or it's just gone. So she put some laxatives in her food and watched the bathroom all night to see who was eating her food. This girl ended up hitting the bathroom like multiple times throughout the night and had to go home because her stomach was so messed up. Was this lady an asshole for taking it that far? Should she have gone a different way about it for someone eating her lunch?
Nope.
I
Or I
think
guess dinner at that time.
I've heard that one before. I don't think so. Cause I've worked in a few warehouses, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I know niggas, and I didn't bring lunch. This has been here since yesterday. I'm gonna eat it. And some of the times that it's been here since yesterday is like it's been here since I last opened the fridge this morning, so I'm gonna eat it. And it just kind of blows my mind. Like niggas would really just go into shit and take someone else's food and just like dig into it. Was there probably an easier way to go about finding out who's eating your shit? Yes. Am I mad at it? Not
No.
necessarily, because like at the end of the day, it was your food. Like they had no business eating it.
I don't think that would have been the easiest way. Or I think that is the easiest way. Put some laxative in the food. But
You
you
can
would
just
have
sit there and
you
watch.
would have to make
Mhm.
sure that she would know it was from one eating that, because if not, she could think that it was something else that she ate and then continued to eat your stuff. But I feel like it might take
Mm.
longer for you to go to, like, I don't know, your boss or HR and be like, someone's eating my food, and then they go and do something about it probably like 2 days later, and it's just a sign that that girl's not even gonna pay attention to. So, better do it with laxatives.
Yeah, if you're going to HR for anything, you've already lost. You got to take that in your own hands.
I don't get why people eat other people's food. I never understood this whole concept of like in the workplace you eat people's food. Like what? Why? It's clear, especially it's like labeled. Like what are you doing?
I'll tell you, that's definitely more white people than black people. Because I feel like it's common. A lot of black people don't just eat anybody's food. Like they don't even eat at anybody's house, let alone a stranger's food. But like the very first thing that came to my mind was like, you could risk stealing this and getting caught, and the food not even be good. Like now you've like double lost. Like what is going on here? And
Yeah.
I'm never a would you want this to happen to you type of person because like who cares? But like imagine like the day you the hungriest, you really don't work. There's somebody that ate your shit. Now what are you to do? You could have done that to somebody else. Over what? You forgot your lunch?
Mm.
The
And you
only
don't
time
know
I'm
where
gonna
people's food comes from. Like, they
yeah,
could
you
have
don't know
bought it
how they
from
made that
somewhere.
shit.
But if it's a homemade lunch that they packed, like, you don't know if they just cleaned out a litter box and then made their turkey sandwich. And, like, what could
Morgan's
be.
talking about her morning today.
They house could have roaches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I do want to point out, as you said, black people don't do it. It was a black on black crime. A black woman her lunch was stolen by another black woman.
I hate that. You
Dude,
know
the
what she
video is
seen it?
so
She was like, I
funny.
know she put her foot in that shit. Come on now.
What was funny, you saw the videos of her, the girl, like going to the bathroom, and then it cuts to like 10:30, and she's like keeled over on the desk, like in pain
Yo,
before she had to go home.
that's
This
actually
lady was
insane.
not playing. It was so funny.
I would support it if you're homeless or poor.
So you're just trying
Then
to eat.
you've got free right to anybody's food because you're already trying to make ends meet and scrap it. So like, yeah. Did I? Oh my gosh.
What?
I had my fucking breakfast sandwich stole out my car the other day at work. It's
What?
no, let me tell you. So, and I was tripping. Well, I thought I was tripping. So here's what the fuck happened. I had to go to a meeting with some builders up in uptown. So I go to the meeting. I was I was kind of rushing. So fucking stopped at McDonald's. Got a breakfast sandwich. Got two. I knew it was gonna be a busy day. One for breakfast, one for lunch. Ate the one on the way there. Get in the car, drive back to the warehouse, John. Get there, right there, because I was running late for a meeting. I was like, after this meeting, I had two back to back meetings, so it'll be like 2.5 hours. I was like, after this, I'm gonna just run out to the car, grab it, eat lunch. I don't care about my shit being warmed up. I eat most of my shit cold anyway, so like it wasn't gonna matter. I go out there at like 2:30, shit's gone. My AirPods are in the car, my sunglasses in the car, I got cologne in the car. I got my backpack with my laptop in the car. Cause all I took for the meetings was my notepad and a pen. The only thing gone was the McDonald's sandwich. So I was tripping. I was like, yo, did I like take it in the meeting with me when I went to the builders? Did I leave it on the construction? And I was like, I know for a fact it was right here. For like 2 days, I was trying to figure that shit out. Long story short, at the end of last week on Thursday, we had like four trucks broken into. Bad shit was stolen. And then on like Monday, yesterday, we found out over the weekend another girl's car was broken into and they stole her rent check. Don't know why it was in the car, but either whatever. It was a money order. So they stole her money order. So now she's like short bread. We've got a thief, and this all started with my breakfast sandwich like a week ago. It's all correlated, and I think we can pinpoint it to like my job is right next to a bus stop, like across the street. I really think a nigga just went in my shit, saw food, took the food. Cause like I had my AirPod, my laptop. The only thing missing was the breakfast sandwich. Craziest shit
See,
That's
ever. It was
you
insane.
should
it
have
was actually
reported
enough to
that.
piss me off. You
You
said
should
what?
have reported it, and so you would have
You know,
stopped
honestly, I should have.
numerous
Because
car thefts.
we would have been
Yeah.
ahead of it. I really didn't know if I was bugging or whatnot, but like, yeah, that was the start of the crime spree. I guess they had to figure out if like it was noticeable, but no, that shit actually had me pissed off because like take everything at that rate.
Could
Take
you
everything but the
imagine
sandwich.
whoever you reported that to, and you're like, "Yeah, I had a breakfast sandwich and it's out of my car," and they're like, "You're coming to me with this? This is what you're bringing up right now?"
No, yeah, they would have thought that was crazy. Cause I was on a car, I was driving, I was telling Kevin about it because he was like, "Nigga, wasn't you just at McDonald's like 4 hours ago?" I was like, "You would not believe me if I told you what the fuck happened." Cause
The
all that
question is,
shit
why
was in
is
the car.
Kev
Like
checking you for that?
you said, what?
Why is Kev checking how
Because I
much
was
you eat
on
at
the because
McDonald's? Shit.
I was like, "Hey, hold up, I'm about to order." He was like, "Wasn't you just there?" And I was like, "Nigga, this is." It was so crazy to me because like literally, you could have had the AirPods, you could have had the sunglasses, their prescription, you could have had the fucking laptop. Like you probably could have come up with at least 350 that day if you were like more than just hungry, I guess.
Mm,
But yeah, crazy.
insane. I got 3 quick HBCU confessions, and then I'm out of stuff.
Oh, I haven't heard an
Um,
HBC one in a while.
first one's just I just laugh my ass off with this. No bullshit. I just want to know because I'm down bad. Is a pocket pussy worth the purchase? FAMU.
If I was single and a guy, I would definitely get one.
A pocket pussy?
Or like a sex doll. And I wasn't getting any pussy. Yeah, if I was a guy.
But imagine you bring a girl back to your house and then she like, I don't know, goes into your closet for like a shirt and then she just sees your pocket pussy or your sex doll just hanging out. That's a bad look.
If a guy has, I mean, it could be. It depends on how he has it presented, but yeah.
He's a shrine built
Like,
to it and you're like, this is fine. But it was just on the ground. You're like, what is this guy? What's wrong with this guy?
I feel like a guy could probably have like a worse thing than a pocket pussy.
Nah, I'm gonna say it. I feel like women are just cleaner, not clean. Hygienically, I think I would trust women's hygiene over niggas. So women, I feel like are cleaning their sex toys, whereas men, like I just would be scared of like the rate you're cleaning that.
It's not getting clean well enough. You
Yeah,
know that.
like I would be worried.
Ugh.
Niggas got
That
busts of
reminds
cum in there. Yeah, nope, can't, nope.
If a guy had a strap on in his closet, I'd be more weirded out.
Huh?
That would raise a lot of questions. That would
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely raise a lot of
what would they
questions.
be doing in his closets?
that's what I would be asking.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Oh,
questions that need to be
actually,
answered. I don't like the way you hummed at
No, I
that.
know a girl whose roommate used to like. She got
Ezra
pregnant.
has one.
No, she got pregnant, and they like never had sex, and she talked about it all the time. And like before she got pregnant, leading up to that, he would like only ask her to peg him, and like that was their whole sexual experience, her pegging him, and it turned into that for like a year and a half before they got divorced. And I was like,
Mm.
yeah, like buddy's gay. I'm sorry, like the only sex you have is you pegging him. There's something not
Yeah.
right here. But yeah, for about a year and a half, her roommate did that, and I had a conversation with her one time, and she let it there, and she was just like, "What would it take for you to like cross that line?" I was like, "To cross the line of being pegged, would it happen?" So she was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, so like this happening multiple times a week?" I was like, "Yeah, nah, would it happen?"
Yeah, he's not beating the allegations. Like if he mixed in some regular sex, then all right, maybe you could
Maybe.
sell something.
Yeah.
But just getting pegged, all week,
The
he's not
worst
beating those
part about it
allegations.
is, Shorty was saying that like she thinks she's gonna have a hard time like finding another partner because she was like she kind of got good at it. She was like, I kind of liked it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
Jesus, she was beating that thing up.
Yeah, she was going crazy.
Uh, next.
All right. My ex's new boyfriend bought her a car. She's gonna tag me and say my broke ass can never do that. I don't know why she's always starting with me. I know I'm broke, but I'm trying to level up. But this bitch keeps making me feel bad about myself. TSU.
Wait, his ex wrote that about him?
Yeah, his ex's new man got her a car, so then she posted a pic and tagged him saying his broke ass could never do that.
That's
Bro,
hilarious.
the tag is crazy.
That's insane.
I don't hate it just
Oh.
because that's so funny.
I'd be sick. You get this notification, tagged in a new photo, you pop it up. You're just like, oof.
You'd have to report her account.
Bullying and
All right,
harassment.
last one. Fellas, are you going to get a DNA test for any children you have? It may seem insecure, but once you sign the birth certificate, that child is yours. Be safe. Anonymous.
I be watching a lot of paternity court. You sign that birth certificate and it's yours forever, even if it's not.
I feel like that's crazy to be like, unless you have some concerns. Like, if it comes out just a
Yeah,
completely different color than you expected.
not even. Nah,
If
I
you were both
wouldn't.
white and it came out black, that's a pretty clear.
Yeah, I wouldn't, but I understand why people do. If it's somebody you're like engaged, married to, long term relationship, you can. Because the
Yeah.
resentment that's going to build is just not worth it. But anything other than that, yeah, I consider it.
Yeah.
Because if you were engaged or dating long term or married like that, and you were asking for that, I feel like you had other questions or concerns you probably should have addressed way before you got to this point.
Yeah, you just accused your like shorty of being a cheater, and like I'm sure that's a hard thing to eat as soon as you just birthed the baby.
Right as soon as it's birth, they're like, "Hey, nurse, can we just like quick paternity check to make sure everything's good?" Like,
Right.
mm-mm.
Nah, that'd be tough.
And the
All
test
right.
that they do for like a paternity test, like before the baby's born, is like very painful. They have to stick like a
Oh, I
huge
forgot
needle
you
in
can do
you.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they stick it somewhere in the stomach.
Well, you
Hmm.
better not be wrong.
Yeah, but it'd be even more
Mm-mm.
fucked yet for the guy to be wrong because
Yeah, listen, if you're gonna make that allegation, you better be damn sure about it.
I'm gonna say you almost like can't come back from that.
You cannot.
Like,
There's no way.
what's the reason? I was tripping. I was in my head. Like, what?
I was having a bad day.
This the nigga that's about to be my baby's dad? Like,
Yeah, there's no coming back from that.
No, you'd have to get her like the best push present and like multiple of them.
I think she probably takes those push presents, then you're done for. She
Yeah.
gets sent for child support. It's over.
yeah, I was about to say you might just be paying child support the rest of your life because you're probably never gonna be good with her family again. Because she gonna tell people. I would tell people, like, come on, you've
Probably
damn
be
near
like,
called me a slut in my most vulnerable time, my most vulnerable and emotionally unstable time. You're calling me a slut.
yeah, there's no coming back from that one.
Oh, that's crazy.
Uh, all right, man. Any post topic real ones only stuff before you wrap this thing up?
I don't really have much. I have like nothing at all, actually.
Yeah, I've got not much going on in my brain right now.
Took some engagement photos this weekend, I guess, again with our wedding photographer.
Oh,
Aww.
Wedding stuff coming soon. Save the dates coming soon. Meeting with DJs tomorrow. Got 2 back to back, so
Wow, a DJ?
wrapping that stuff up. Yep.
So you don't want me to do it? Be
I
the
don't.
DJ?
mm.
I don't
Oh,
think you're qualified for that.
hey,
Me and
I'm
Mariah
sorry.
just revamped the wedding playlist.
Ooh.
Went on a long road trip to almost nowhere this weekend in South Carolina. Went from 18 hours to 8 hours. And we think that's doable because like you won't play a whole song of anything. So, but
Mm.
there is a ton of R&B. There's some like line dances. Then there's some like upbeat, a little bit of twerk songs. But like realistically, it's just tough because like you really can't put your favorite songs on on the playlist, and that's the hardest part.
That's why I'm telling you, do you and Mariah's favorite songs cocktail hour because people aren't really listening to music like that. And then once you got dance floors, once that starts, got to be all hits.
Yeah.
Got to keep people on dance floor.
Yeah, the problem is like all this rap, like niggas wasn't feeling that. Like they didn't want that during cocktail hour. We're actually going R&B instrumentals for cocktail hour.
I got a cocktail place of like an hour and a half right now, just songs. So I don't care. You don't like it? Too fucking bad because it'll be playing.
A few drinks, no
I'm
one will
hit.
care.
Yeah. All right. Let's wrap this thing up. Do some music and TV recommendations.
All right. TV, Outlast just dropped. Season is good. Season 2, a
Oh,
little
we
less.
finished it already.
Oh yeah, I finished it. It's a little less drama to me than
Yeah.
season 1. I hate I hate the niggas who won it because like get
Spoilers.
them fuckboys out of here. Didn't like those guys. But realistically, spoiler alert, a team of 5 I don't think was ever gonna beat a team of 2. And they was low key a strong team of 2. So
Right. I didn't want them to win, but then I kind of wanted them to win because I was like, that would be fucking sick for 2 people to win. After
I feel like 5 seems like a lot for someone who doesn't watch the show.
the
5
team
was
for
a lot.
5, they were doing so good though.
I think if
But
I think if it was just surviving out there and like they didn't ramp it up to like we've got a challenge to finish, I think the team of 5 would have won because I think they would have truly outlast those 2 guys. But like once
yeah,
all the
but
other teams were gone, that's when it kind of went downhill.
the guys were smart to do what they did. The team of 5 should have nicked some people off the team. But what can you
I
do?
thought the team of 5 was gonna split. I thought it was gonna be the black guy and the like mountain man, and then the
That's
other
what they
ones were
should
gonna
have
stay
did.
to themselves. Yeah, they would have won like that. But happy a black man made it to the end because on shows like this, we don't usually make it far. Naked and Afraid, Alone, the black people are usually out pretty quick. Um, I think this season there was a lot more surviving. There wasn't a lot of people thriving to me, which was kind of interesting. Like they were out there, but it didn't look like they was doing too great, really. So hopefully next season 3 gets a little more dicey because like they'll know more of what they can and can't get away with. Music wise, I've been listening to only New Orleans trip out remixes. So I'll just go with Enemy.
What?
Enemy by T99ZY. It's pretty
I have
solid.
so many questions. All right, Morgan, what do you got?
If, okay, song wise, I don't know. I've just been listening to kid songs all day,
Kid songs?
all day. I can't think of
Like
anything else right
ABCs,
now.
Wheels on the
We
Bus.
did listen to an ABC song today. I'll say the
I heard they switched
biggest,
up the ABC song.
Boss Man D-Lo. And show wise, there's just been so many shows.
Oh fuck. I've got a show to ask about when you finish.
Welcome to Plathville. That's all I got.
As what's your show?
To ask
The other thing.
about. Has anybody tapped into that like Mormon Wives or whatever? I've been seeing a lot
Oh
of like
yeah.
buzz on it. Is it
Where's it
good?
on?
No,
I
not
don't know what it's
really.
on.
Hmm.
Hate that.
Yeah, no. It's pretty stupid, but I like it.
Okay.
Hmm. All right. Movie recommendation. We watched the movie Thanksgiving. It's on Netflix. The horror movie.
Ooh.
It was all right. Um, Music wise, I only picked this because I saw it had it was just a crazy album title and just band. So it's "Growing Old and Dying in Your Sleep" by Cottonwood Firing Squad.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was quite an album name, and I was like, I'll just pick this. I like it.
Okay.
All right. With that being said, we're gonna wrap this podcast up. Thank you for listening. As always, you can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Porch Talk, YouTube, Porch Talk No A. There's an podcast. There's on Spotify. Share the podcast with a friend. Watch on Spotify. Watch on YouTube. Subscribe over there. Leave reviews. Ding the bell. All the damn things. We appreciate you. Back next week. Peace.